Before we start, here's a little bit of housekeeping. You may notice that the series name has changed. We chose to do this in order to reflect the correct termage for Fire Emblem heroes. Summoning Focus instead of Banner. The names of all previous videos in this series are changing too. I do suggest that you use the term Summoning Focus when discussing the game. I picked up both Dragalia Lost and Fire Emblem Heroes when the games launched, so when the upcoming crossover event was announced a few weeks back, I was super excited. We only had the announcement of Fae characters in Dragalia, and unfortunately I doubt the crossover will go the other way. That said, I still want to give my idea of what these characters would be like translated into heroes. So here I stand, holding 5 new units from Dragalia Lost. Euden is the main player character of Dragalia Lost. The 7th heir to the throne of Alberia, he turned away from his nation after his father, King Aurelius, became possessed by an evil spirit called the Other. From there, he went on to found the nation of New Alberia within the keep of his ancestor, King Alberius. His 14-might weapon is the Infernal Apogee, a 5-star fire sword from Dragalia Lost. It has a built-in Quicken Pulse, though it doesn't stack with other uses of Quicken Pulse. His special skill is Dragon Pact, and the art would be similar to most mana keys, except with Midgard's armor. It would deal true damage equal to 25% of his attack to all adjacent enemy units before combat. Fire Boost 3 was chosen as a passive because, just as much as Euden is a sword unit, he also is the fire affinity in Dragalia Lost. Dragon Claws is a new skill, and is based on Euden's skill of the same name. It gives a permanent attack +2 after each use of his special, and is a PRF skill. Finally, Euden's C passive is Sword Experience. In Dragalia, using Euden actually increases the amount of experience the player gains in a meta sense, which makes sense, since he himself is the player character. This increase in experience was carried forward into this Fae appearance, where he boosts the experience of sword-wielding allies. A knight of the Ilian Church, Elisanne was once a holy knight known as a paladin, but was branded as a heretic for unknown reasons, and is constantly being pursued by her former colleagues and other church officials. While tough, she has an affinity for cute things. The ever-supportive Elisanne wields the 5-star water lance known as the Ocean Lord, which restores HP to adjacent allies equivalent to 10% of the damage dealt. Her special comes from one of her skills in Dragalia, Hallowed Waters. It provides a +7 attack buff to Elisanne and her entire team through their next actions. Just as Euden is a fire hero in Dragalia, so too is Elisanne a water hero. Because of that, she's been given the Water Boost A passive. Elisanne's C passive is Spur Attack 3. This comes from her Brave Bastion skill, which increases the attack power of Elisanne's allies. Ranzal is a former mercenary who joined Euden to show him the way to the Misthold, home of the Windworm and keep of King Alberius. While much more brash and wild in his younger days, Ranzal has matured with age. He wields the Stormwrath Gaze, a powerful axe of the wind element. If that axe is used to attack an enemy unit with under 50% HP, then he gains a +5 in combat attack buff. The Stormwall skill was chosen as his special, which gives a +7 defense buff to both Ranzal and his allies through their next action. His A passive is Brazen Defense Res, which is very similar to Ranzal's last defense ability. The C passive he joined with is Odd Defense Wave 3, as a reminder of Ranzal's defense increasing co-ability. Luca is a mischievous member of the Sylvan race who chose to join Euden's Legion. His weapon is the Thunderbow, which is a 10-might bow that deals adaptive damage. His special is Bolt of Light, which deals after combat damage in a straight line on the other side of his opponent, all the way to the edge of the battlefield. Luca has an ability in Dragalia where he has higher attack when at full health. Because of that, he fits perfectly for having attack speed push 3. Finally, because Luca's co-ability is Skill Haste, it makes the most sense that he would have Infantry Flash as his C skill. When the first 4 members of the new Alberian Order out of the way, there is one more default character worth mentioning. She'll appear as a Tempest Trial called Shard and Shadow, after the final segment of Dragalia Chapter 1. The final map will be based on the Midgardstormer boss arena, and maybe some of the map leading up to it. Cleo is the long-lived servant of King Alberius, and for the last few centuries the only soul to live in the Misthold. Upon determining Euden to be the true successor to her previous master, she agreed to let him and his companions stay in the Misthold, and helped with both housework and healing. Her staff is Persephone's wand. It was actually supposed to have been named after the Underworld Despair staff from Dragalia, but that name was too long for Faye, so instead, this name comes for the weapon's skill, Persephone's healing. It comes with a built-in Live to Serve. This allows its user to heal themselves, much like the original Underworld Despair. Cleo comes with a new heal skill called Protect. It heals the target by 10, then also gives them +3 defense until the start of the user's next turn. Elder Cure, Cleo's first special from the original game, is very similar to Heavenly Light in Fae, so that's what was chosen for her special. Similarly to Luca, Cleo comes with a push skill, Defense Resistance Push to be precise, a new member of the Push family. This is similar to her third ability, which raises her defense with high HP. And that's it for this episode. What do you think? Do you like seeing crossover banners? Do you want to see more Dragalia characters? Or do you rather see other crossovers? Or should I just stick to Fire Emblem in the future? Tell me what you think in the comments.